All right, I guess we can go into the next topic then, right?
Yep. So topic two will be a sort of question discussion.
Mm.
Uh,
Yep.
where is CLC? Honestly, that's a legitimate
Literally.
question. Or no, I really wanted to title this topic CLC. Where are you? Like after the song that they put out earlier in the year. But yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So, for those that don't know, CLC is a girl group under Cube Entertainment.
Yep.
They had a way different concept than they did over the past couple of years. They were a lot more innocent, cutesy girl group, but with the addition of, I believe, Elki and Unbin, they started to make a switch. Or after they added those two, and it was 2017 when they did Hobgoblin, correct? Yeah. So
I believe so.
yeah, so once
I
they
don't think it was this year.
yeah, 2017 is when they sort of put Hyuna in charge. It was like Hyuna was like the creative director of the group, and they started changing over to a more
Yep.
girl crush concept, which blew up immediately in the West, obviously. But I don't know how. I don't think it really gained much traction over in Korea. And
Yep.
then obviously they did.
I
Where
don't
Are
think
You?
Black Dress did like anything.
Yeah, Black Dress did okay. Black Dress did way better than Where Are You? Where Are You took, or no,
Yeah.
I think there was a B-side track on the same album, like mini album that Where Are You
Yeah.
came out on, that got to 1 million views before Where Are You got to 1 million views, which is
Yeah.
insane. Again, they didn't really like the city pop sound, which is a travesty, honestly.
Yep.
Where Are You is probably my favorite CLC song. So yeah, earlier this year we reviewed it. They released Black Dress. Again, I was pretty meh on it, but you guys definitely enjoyed the comeback.
I liked it. I thought
I
the
liked
music video was really good too.
I liked a lot of the album tracks a lot better to some degree, but yeah, they did all right. Nothing really broke like the scales or
They
whatever.
need a hit. It's what they need.
Yeah, they need definitely
Is
he
they
need a
just
head.
need-
And yeah, go ahead.
That's
That's all I have to say. Just they need a hit.
they need one. Like if they don't get one, they're screwed.
Yeah,
They just
they're
need
basically
one.
screwed. So I guess just sort of what sort of compounded this whole situation is they debuted G Idol. And
Yep.
lo and behold, G Idol has like 70 something million or 50 something million on some of their music videos. Like Latata just blew up immediately. Like I'm pretty sure Latata passed the highest viewed
Oh, it won
CLC.
the first week.
Yeah, in the first
I'm pretty
week.
Sure it won first week.
Yeah, which is insane. Like you never would have expected that, honestly. So yeah, it's definitely compounded. So I guess I'll go through like sort of the situation that they're currently going through. So, as of now, we just literally found out like a day ago that Elki of CLC is going to do a solo debut, out like in 2 days or like
That
tomorrow,
doesn't-
basically, which came out of nowhere.
Doesn't sound.
Which is something. It's something. Hey, at least she's getting.
Is it a debut in China or Korea?
No, I think it's in Korea, obviously. But the thing is,
Okay.
though, for them to announce this and then it being released like in a couple of days means they didn't plan it, or either A, they don't care about this, or B, it's something that Elki like pushed for and they didn't really like have the resources to like, or just have like the preparation to put
Yeah.
forward, that they just want to put it out before the end of the year.
Just I don't know. It doesn't feel good to me.
Yeah.
Like it tells me that like when you're pushing someone solo randomly like that when the group they're from hasn't
Needs to come
forever.
back.
Yeah, like it seems really really bad to me, and I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know. The other piece of evidence or other like situation that sort of compounded this as well
Yep.
is they're currently airing a reality show, which was filmed in May, and according to what again, I haven't watched the reality show honestly, so my sources could be sort of, or my wires could be crossed, but as far as I know, they were informed of an impending comeback, and in this impending comeback,
Yep.
or which was supposed to be earlier in the year, and
Yep.
they started putting up all these SNS pictures of themselves with roses in their hands. And
Yep.
then a week or two ago, somehow a clip was leaked of CLC doing the demo and the choreography for La Vie en Rose by IZ*ONE.
Yep. That's what makes me even more angry. It's like, why did you not release it? And why did you give it away? It doesn't make any sense. Cube, what are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, like there was any like hard evidence or whatever. There were definitely some people like suspicious at first because most the production team behind La Vie en Rose, Most Pick is in-house. It's an in-house team at Cube. So everyone's like, oh, that's interesting that Cube is giving IZ*ONE a song or whatever. And then when this came out, yeah, it caused a bit of controversy, or like some people are like bashing the Cube and Mnet and IZ*ONE. I don't know why. It looks like they stole a song essentially, and considering how long it's been, it's probably been a reality that this song was probably being developed way before they even thought, or before Produce 48 was even airing. So that's definitely sort of a fishy sort of thing. So I guess
I just don't like the fact that it was probably created with the intention of it being a CLC song, and then they just gave it away and canceled the comeback for some reason.
I mean, I'm mad that they canceled the comeback, definitely. I mean, granted, like despite my gripes of CLC, I don't want to see them go away or whatever. Like, I don't hate them or anything. It's just like I want them to release better music, which is why I want to see more of their music. That being said, I mean, it happens a lot. I mean, I know it kind of seems bad on the surface, but groups change songs or songs change hands a lot of times.
That much is fine. However, when they're already overdue for a comeback and it was scheduled, and then they cancel it, and now they still don't have a comeback, that's what makes it bad.
But I mean, maybe they could have given them. It's not like that's the only song that Most Pick probably worked on over the past year. They probably could have given them another song besides La Vie en Rose. That I think falls on Cube incompetence in terms of their lack of management skills, or their.
For real, like. If their hen's not laying golden eggs, it's not worth taking care of. Like, basically what it is.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for CLC because I don't think they deserve to be like pushed aside for. That's the thing. I think the only reason why, if I'm reading into this basically, and obviously knowing our history, or knowing the history of Cube and their inability to juggle multiple groups, let alone juggle multiple girl groups, or be able to handle multiple girl groups properly. It definitely comes off as they didn't feel the need to push CLC as much when you consider how popular Pentagon is and how popular (G)I-DLE is, and when you consider, I mean, it's a hard thing logistically as well, because it's just like, where is like the opening for them when you have Pentagon and (G)I-DLE doing really well? It's just kind of hard to create an opening for them. Like, I
feel like even Pentagon might not be doing as well as I want them to. Because, and I'm not saying that to be bad on Pentagon. It's mostly just because if I compare the size of the K-pop industry right now versus where it was when I got into it, and when Cube's old groups were happening, so like basically adjust popularity for inflation, I feel like Pentagon and CLC are both doing really poorly in comparison with Beast and 4 Minute. I feel like (G)I-DLE is the only one they've had so far that actually like gone off.
Astounding success. Yeah, when you consider like Cube, again, we've mentioned it before, but Cube used to be like basically a big three group essentially, with how popular.
Basically number 4, yeah.
Yeah, with how big they were in the late aughts, early 2010s. Yeah, they were, and yeah. A lot of that was Hyuna and 4 Minute, and like just how the sheer popularity that they garnered. Again, 4 Minute was being compared, or their rival was like 21 and Soshi and like and Tiara and all those other groups. So they definitely had a lot more gravitas to their name, but yeah, they have fallen off. I'd say another thing that might complicate the situation is, again, like I mentioned before, CLC had a concept change that they're a lot more Hyuna-like. The thing is, though, could they do a Girl Crush CLC and have it survive, or have it like still be viable when you're doing kind of a similar sort of thing with (G)I-DLE? That's the problem with it. Can you put two groups out with the same or with similar sounds? And granted, they have their differences. It's just it's probably too close for comfort. Really, that's probably like a big factor into why they haven't come back yet. And granted, if they came out with La Vie en Rose, if they came out with La Vie en Rose, that would have been a completely different concept. So maybe they were. That's what they had in mind to sort of differentiate themselves from G Idol. But I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think one of the things is they need to get more producers that do more like diverse work, because I feel like Cube kind of is stuck in the electronic sort of like dance style, and I think they need to get out of that and start giving CLC more of those songs, more of the newer style songs, or either that or just stay in there and give G Idol the newer type songs since they're already popular. It's just you gotta pick one. I feel like you have to make them different enough that they can stand apart from each other. Because like you never had this problem in SM, for example, with SNSD, FX, and Red Velvet existing at the same time.
Yeah, because you can like you knew what SNSD was doing, you knew what FX was doing, you knew what Red Velvet was doing. Like, granted, FX and Red Velvet kind of had their whole thing, but granted, like I could still sort of separate. I know what Red Velvet sounds like, and I know what FX sounds like. That's the thing, though. If you could, like, honestly, if you gave like La Ta Ta to CLC or like Black Dress to G Idol, you could see either group honestly working with it. So that's the thing. You can only go to the well so many times that I know some people are, and I know like people really dedicate just one group. But the thing is, though, it's going to be hard for you to succeed as a business or a company if your groups are putting out all the same types of songs. So yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know what the answer would be. I really don't know what the answer would be for what type of style or concept they should give CLC if they don't want to sacrifice G Idol in terms of concept. I honestly don't know.
Well, I think that might be the reason why they're pretty much abandoning CLC is because they know they don't have the basically they don't have the songs to give to CLC that would set them apart. So like as far as money making goes, you'd put those type of songs into G Idol who people already like.
Yeah.
But like they're just at this point now they're just malnourishing CLC's career. Like
yep. And yeah, CLC has no direction. They don't really have their creative director was Hyuna, who's now left the company. So really they have no there's nobody steering the ship at this point right now. It's taken on water. It's been taken on water, and the only thing like above the water at this point is like the freaking like the sail at this point. Like really, it's really bad. I don't know if I've seen this bad of a situation from like probably the only
a bigger company. Yeah,
maybe like FX. That's probably it. Honestly, it's very rare that it's very rare that groups or companies sit on money like this. Honestly, despite like how small CLC might be in comparison, they did have a fan base.
Yeah. I think with FX it's a different issue, but that could be another topic for the future.
Yeah, where's FX? Yeah, honestly, like that's gonna be our new shtick. We're gonna get popular off of where all these dead groups or all these missing groups.
Yeah.
But I'd say just to sort of wrap up the topic, I'll put an ultimatum out there where basically if we don't have a CLC comeback by spring, they're 100% dead. If they're not out by the time you're in Korea, they're dead. They're so dead basically.
For real. There's no recovering from it. They can't do anything.
Yeah, because I mean when Black Dress was released,
they're gonna have to start debuting like soloists and stuff like they're starting to now, but like seriously rather than a random single. It's the only thing they can do if they don't come out with a single that is successful.
Okay, Black Dress was released in February 22nd of 2018. If they don't have a song out, that's the thing. If you like even big groups, if they go out, if they don't release music in like a year time span, they fall off. They fall off. Like anyone.
Oh yeah, the only group who can really do that are like right now for the current generation is like Blackpink and Twice and like Red Velvet. Like they're the only ones who can do it.
Yeah, like all these other like small groups. You go like 2 months without like releasing music. You're old news basically. So imagine the situation that CLC is in. Yeah, it's way too competitive for you to take a year off of a group, and it sucks for the girls because I'm pretty sure I'm sure they don't want to just be doing CFs or just be doing or Soren just doesn't want to do like live streams all the time, or they just like reality shows that were filmed months ago that. Again, like right now, honestly, outside of this outside of this Elky solo, they're not putting any money into the group. They're not putting in money into anyone in the group, honestly. So, like,
Yep.
I don't know. The writing might be on the wall. I really don't know. So, but I mean, that's just our opinion, honestly. Let us know especially if you consider yourself a huge CLC stan. Like, what do you think of the situation the group is in? Are you a lot more optimistic than us? Do you think that they're dead on arrival, basically? Like, they never really got to break out, unfortunately. But yeah, just definitely let us know, because yeah, we're not the experts or the only experts on CLC. So I like to hear to hear what you guys all have to say.
Yep. Super catchy Twice style, like, song, like, more in the vein of like Heart Shaker, What Is Love. So it's like exactly what I wanted, and I really like it. The only thing I didn't really like as much was I thought the MV was a little like meh compared to other ones, but that's kind of a minor complaint. And I think this is like